Okay, I got this all made. I cleaned it up, machined it flat. And I was just thinking about something when I was doing that. There's no way for the oil to get through this thing to work correctly. Basically, it's going to hydraulic lock. So normally oil goes through the tube, goes past the piston ring, seal the tube, and the oil comes up the top. So these holes have a way to get out the top. I eliminated the pathway for the oil to get out the top. So I need to leave a big ass groove in there, or hole in there or something, which I did not do. So that means we need to get a lot of blow-bys for this thing to work correctly. So I'm going to just take one piston ring out. I only have one ring. And hopefully that'll be enough to allow it to blow out. If that doesn't work, then I'll start putting grooves through here to bypass the rings so they will squirt to the top. It's a matter of getting enough volume to work through. So low speed dampening would be pretty stiff, and high speed would probably be not so bad. Would be my guess, but I have no idea. Never done this before. So, good question. Don't know how it's going to work. Now, if I went ahead and just put a groove through here as a bypass, could put both rings back in. You just have to have enough oil volume to equalize what these holes are to blow past. Design issues. Yep. Bad engineering. I don't know. I don't know how good these things really seal anyway. I have my doubts about the quality of these seals. We're going to run thin ass oil in it, which Harleys don't like thin oil, so it'll leak a lot anyway. Yeah, I don't know. Me don't know. Think about that for a minute. Figure out my hydrofluidynamics. That's a fancy word mouthful there, wasn't it? So how much blow-by do we make it blow by to equalize the pressure differential of these holes being opened? I need to make that much leak past. These holes aren't going to do anything. It's going to be how much blows past here. I don't know. First thing I do is figure out how much tightness we have. Probably not much. Yeah, they don't even touch. So in a Harley front, I think it's wishful thinking that anything actually happens in here. Definitely has clearance in it. So I can feel about this much clearance going on. So the O-ring's not even being compressed. That's how much clearance I feel on it. They're relying on these things to seal the volume going by, I imagine. So I don't think there's much happening really. I'm more concerned about hydrolocking than I am about it not dampening correctly. Alright, so what are we going to do? This thing's relying on pressure to push against it to seal it. So there's a big hole past it. It won't work. That's not hard to make a hole. Oops, there's a hole. There's a blow-by slot now in there. It won't seal. There we go. There's your leakage. Does that equal like these holes here? Going through there. Don't know. Not sure how quickly oil goes through these holes anyway. I think it just more shears it than it does go through it. This is definitely a blow-by. Plus they're loose in the tube. Not a lot of pressure on any of this. It takes a lot of volume to seal up an air leak. It doesn't look like there's much there, but there's quite a bit there actually to blow past. Okay, square up that hole there so it's a straight shot through. There we go. We'll go with that. We'll do the same on this one. There we go. If you put them right together, it has to go straight through. You don't have to slow it down any. If you stagger them, it has to go between the rings to get out. And the top one is smaller than the bottom one, so that's bad. You would reverse that. I'll just make this one bigger. Okay. Bigger. Second one should always be bigger than the first one. So whatever leaks by this one will go straight through. Okay, so that's a nice leak. It'll allow the oil that normally would be through here to get out. It might have some dampening, it might not have any. Doesn't really matter, the dampener's over here. So it's just a matter of making it work enough to do what we need to do. Okay. Now, we need to go ahead and mount this. We had red Loctite on this here. So we're going to do the same. Okay, get some Loctite on there. It's tight enough, the Loctite will hold it. No compression, all rebound. It's like a 90-10 shock. These are drag shocks. Yeah, that's not much compression in there. It's all rebound. Nice. A lot of dive, but no backup. I guess that's how they plan this stuff. All right, there is our finished part. So it goes in there like that. This goes in there like this. Straight up the bottom. Good. Screws in. Now this one we're going to have to put oil in it before it goes together. I'm not sure how that's going to happen. How are you going to put oil into a fork that's sealed? I don't know. Hope the tube drops. We'll find out. We will definitely have to figure that one out. Alright, I'll be back.